Alright everybody, today we're going to go over reconnectorizing a battery. I've got these fake Deans or T-plugs here, these batteries I ordered. It's an accident. Luckily I've got some of my trusty XT60s on hand. So what I've done is I've secured a mating XT60 into the ESC side of the XT60 into a vise. I'm going to put the battery XT60 into there and I'm going to get to work. First we're going to strip insulation off of the battery, or of the connector. So see here, we want to be very careful about not shorting out the two terminals. Alright, so if you want to be real safe, do one side at a time. I'm confident with doing both sides at once. You'll see shortly. So take the positive off, take the negative off. There's a million different ways to take the shrink wrap off. I just use a knife like this, and I get underneath it carefully and just slit it. Alright, so we got it mostly off, a little bit more. Alright, now we're all off, see? So we want to be careful, you don't want to short it. So, let's begin. You get my shrink sleeving there. Connector here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend my connector. Iron in there, get it nice and hot. Alright, that's ready. Now we're going to do one at a time off of this battery here. And you'll see the process. So what we're going to do is carefully heat up the positive and slide it straight off. Be careful not to short circuit anything. Again, if you want to be safe, don't remove both of the shrink wraps at the same time off the battery terminal. Alright, we're going to put our red shrink wrap on. I'm going to come over to the battery and install this. Hot, get in there, get it nice and flowing, okay. Fingers are getting hot, and solder solid. Alright, now what I do at this point is I just slide the shrink wrap up and over like that to protect the terminal, because I'm going to be working in closely here, okay. Now I can come over to my negative side and remove it from the T-plug and throw this garbage away. Put the black shrink wrap on and install onto the connector. Alright, it's on. Now we just shrink this up. Done deal. Okay. One of the primary reasons for using the ESC side connector, or the male or female, it's kind of funky. The housing is a female, but there's pins in there, so I just call it the ESC side connector. The reason you use that is so that as you heat this connector up, the terminals stay exactly where they need to be. Some guys have irons that are not quite as powerful as mine, and it takes a little while to get the heat onto those terminals, and if you're not careful, you can heat the nylon, or I think it's nylon, the plastic body of the connector up too much, and these terminals might move a little bit, and then that will subsequently affect your connection. So to prevent all that, plug it into a connector as you're soldering. Have a good one.